Alright, hello everybody, it is I, Granarite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Assassin's Creed Origins. We are still here in Siwa. We are almost done, though, I believe, for this first part. We're gonna keep working on some stuff here. Okay, so we're full on that stuff. I don't need this.
Sold.
This is what I have equipped, okay.
Very well, my friend. I will take that off your hands. You find such interesting things, Bayek.
So what's this upgrade stuff here? I can upgrade things that I currently have. Interesting. So we could use these better weapons and just work them up, which is pretty interesting. Combo multiplier, instant charging. Poison on hit seems pretty good. Seems like it's a little cheap to use that stuff, though. But I mean, we did pay for it. What do we have for shields here? We just go for all the poison. Snakes on a shield. Range resistance, fire and melee resistance, adrenaline on parry. Absorption rate. We'll do these. Seems good. Legendary light bow. This is the legendary. Alright, seems good. Alright, let's go back up here. We have a couple more treasures to find, and we have 2 more priests to rescue.
You owe all you have. Your farms, your goods, your children. You owe your very lives to His Highness. Follow me.
Clear the way! Get out of my way! Stop you! Right there!
We'll fight. You want to fight?
Move! Off with you, now!
Ha, Bean!
Lazy peasants! Make yourselves useful! Halt! Stay there! Move! Hey! Get out of my way! Over here! Come, brothers!
Oh, jeez.
Shield me, brothers! I must not fail!
Ow.
Shield me, brother!
Hi.
I must not fail! Corpse! Ah! a minute.
I'd bash in all your skulls.
Nice.
Get me out of here.
Alarm! Trouble here!
If someone's there, let me out and fight me.
Wait a second.
Are you all right?
Bruised and beaten, but I can move.
Stay hidden until you can slip out of the temple.
Long gone. Best be on my guard, though.
Just keep sneaking around like so. Keep taking guys out.
Hello.
At least he got fire above his head.
Boatman is coming for you. Got your coin?
There! Ah!
You die.
Ha!
Wait a minute.
Die! Die!
Hey, what?
Oh, he just sees me. Oh, hi.
You'll regret that!
Nothing. Better stay sharp, though.
What?
And then we still had one more treasure to find. We had found one over here, okay. But I don't see another one. My guess is that it would be in the temple. There's a lot of things over there. Make sure it's not where we just were.
I'm too frightened to move.
This area is safe.
Alright, there's some items up there. There's another one up here. Well, that's what I wanted you to do. Yep. We're just looking for this last treasure, making sure it's not somewhere obscure. We're getting a bunch of coins, though, which is nice.
Hey,
thinks they can mess with us is in for a rude awakening.
Let's make these idiots bleed, Adelfe.
What do you want me to tell you? I know nothing. Bayek? Is that you? Get me out of here! Wait! Please, let me out. My family needs me.
Hey, what? After him!
Let me at least talk to my wife.
Hello? Someone is...
Please, let me out. My family needs me.
Easy peasy.
Hey, hold on!
Hi.
What do you want me to tell you? I know nothing. Thanks be to Amun you came along, Bayek.
Hide right here. By the grace of Amun. That's all of them.
Good deal. We have another scroll here to the faithful. Please remember to bring valuable offerings to the main hall of the temple. They have been left in and about too often. This is one of the looted chests that we need to get. So there's a bunch of stuff over here. But I don't see any... Oh, is that it? That's it. Okay. Alright, let's just get out of here.
Relax, brother.
Alright. So that completes the Temple of Amun. Gonna run back to the blacksmith really quick.
Huh? Citizens of Siwa, behold what becomes of those who disobey Medunamun, priest to the Pharaoh. Take care you faithfully follow his beneficent command.
Good to see you.
I've got a couple more things that we'll sell.
Very well, my friend.
We'll keep a few other things here.
Anytime I can.
We're gonna go see if we can get Halma Point again. So it was really fast to get there from here. We are a little higher level too than last time we tried to do this. Hi. What was that hyena? Is there just the one? He's currently sleeping. Oh, I will hardly damage him. So just come in while he's sleeping and grab the item and then leave. Alright. So I have a little... There's a really neat document that someone's posted online that shows what you need to do to get 100%. Which is really nice. So I'm using that to make sure I don't miss any quest or anything. So let's go to quest and let's get this one. We can go back to our map and in we go. Sorry, and my little tracker that I was using disappeared.
Be sure you are ready before you go.
I'm ready.
I must leave Siwa. There are others to whom I must deliver justice. Especially the one known as the Snake.
How will you find these men?
Aya has been tracking them in Alexandria. I must find her.
She said she would be visiting her cousin at the Great Library.
Great Library?
And she said if you are coming to tell you one word, Serapis.
The god that Greeks and Egyptians share. Of course, I see.
And Bike, do something about that beard.
I think he looks pretty good with it.
Oh shit! Layla, you need a refill on cyclosporin. Stat. Layla, wakey wakey. Don't make me come down there.
These are modern day people.
Layla. Come on back. Layla, are you with me? Habibti.
I told you not to call me that.
Thing is, the fastest way to get your attention is to piss you off.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, you need to take a break. The Animus is rejecting you.
I'm fine.
Yes, but your kidneys aren't. Go add more cyclosporin before they shut down.
Yes, Nurse Geary.
That's Medical Officer Gary to you. So, how did it go?
My mods are holding. Subject's memories are perfectly clear. If this doesn't convince Abstergo to give me a place on the Animus Project, nothing will.
Amazing! Who do you have in there?
His name is Bayek of Siwa. The death of his son turned him into a killer.
Think he'd be of interest to Abstergo?
Don't start.
You know, they're not going to be happy with how he handled this assignment.
They know I don't work by the book.
Well, this time you lit the book on fire and then stomped on it. Anyway, none of this will matter if you're comatose. Now go get that cyclosporin.
Got the cyclosporin.
2 cc should do it. Don't forget the alcohol wipe. I wish I was there to help.
You do a good job looking after me, even from the hotel. And I know how you like your aircon. Dee never puts in enough snacks.
In-flight entertainment, the question mark, Egyptian mysteries, secret science investigations, investigation in hidden chamber of the pyramids, were they built by aliens, light on the myths and proofs, traces of ancient technologies connected with gods or aliens, don't miss, encrypted messages surrounding the Sphinx, interview with famous Egyptologist and scientist Dr. Elizabeth E. Everett, mummification and the afterlife, sense of the ancient Egyptian spirits among us.
1 bar. No? Half a bar.
Oh, geez. So the Gone Files. What the hell, Abstergo? Over the years, I've seen my fair share of crazy shit at Abstergo. Broken promises, backstabbing, obscure HR procedures, false pretense, and you see that in every corporation. But people, all key players, leaving or disappearing or dying in mysterious circumstances. It's right out of a conspiracy theory movie. Sometimes it's not a word from higher management. It's just like a person was never here in the first place. At other times, we get a lame excuse that smells of bullshit. When I think about the people that left, when I think about how Abstergo dealt with their departure, something just doesn't add up. I knew some of them. They weren't the kind of people who would just quit to accept a job next door for a salary bump. I'm missing something. What is it? What really happened to those people? Did their disappearance have more meaning than management would like us to believe? Abstergo, if I could open you with a 2x4 screwdriver to find out what behind that nice shiny facade of yours. I asked Letitia England about it once. I made a vague reference to subject 17 and she sharply answered to keep to my stuff. Stay out of it. Those are the exact magical words you don't want to have with me. Just ask my dad. Okay. What's here in this dump? 3 things in the trash can. Lots of stuff on documentation here. Abstergo Industries new employee handbook. Does this have pages? No, it's just the front page. This is the NDA made between Layla Hassan and Abstergo Industries on the 6th of January 2014. Employee will perform services for Abstergo Industries that may require Abstergo Industries to disclose confidential proprietary information to employee. Confidential information is information of any kind, nature, or description concerning any matters affecting or relating to the employee's services for Abstergo Industries, the business or operations of Abstergo Industries, and or the products, drawings, plans, processes, animus experience, and other data. The employee agrees as follows. Employee will hold the confidential information received in strict confidence and shall exercise an extreme degree of care to prevent disclosure to others. Employee will not disclose or divulge, either directly or indirectly, the confidential information unless first authorized to do so in writing. Employee will, upon request or upon termination, deliver to Abstergo Industries any drawing notes, documents, equipment, and material received from Abstergo Industries or originating from its activities with Abstergo Industry. Abstergo Industries shall have the sole right to determine the treatment of any information that is part or project specific received from the employee, including the right to disclose the same without prior patent applications, to file copyright registrations in its own name, or to follow any other procedure Abstergo Industries may deem appropriate. Abstergo Industries reserves the right to take disciplinary action up to and including termination and memory removal for violation of this agreement. Okay. Abstergo Historical Research Division Employee Manual Mission Statement. So this is what it says. It's down here at the bottom. The mandate of Abstergo's Historical Research Division is to conduct rigorous research into historical events and document this research in meticulous fashion, with a particular focus on investigating previously obscure incidents and shedding light on historical personages involved therein. Research conducted and compiled by the Historical Research Division teams represents a broad potential benefit to a variety of academic disciplines, including archaeology, anthropology, environmental history, and political science. Visionaries and pioneers. So, understanding yesterday, bettering tomorrow. The Historical Research Division was inspired by the works of Dr. Warren Vidic, a pioneer in the field of genetic memory science. Vidic's work needed raw data to reach beyond what was available at the time. The Historical Research Division was quickly put together, at first to accommodate Abstergo in its research, but then soon took on a life of its own. Dr. Warren Vidic was responsible for Abstergo's first forays into genetic memory exploration. Without benefits Vidic's extensive research and rigorous approach to scientific practice, Abstergo would not be what it is today. Alvaro Grammatica's background in mechanical engineering, biology, and computer science helped make him the first to recognize how rich and meaningful historical material acquisition could cement Abstergo's standing in a modern-day landscape. Isabel Ardent joined the company as a digital archivist with a deep knowledge of computer science. She ushered in a data revolution which reshaped Abstergo's acquisition, management, and archiving of genetic memories. And Simon Hathaway is the current head of the Historical Research Division. His insatiable thirst for knowledge of all things human drives Abstergo's pursuit of historical and memory-based data for unexplored frontiers. So this is really just cementing what our role is in Abstergo, what the background is with everything, and just building on the story that we have already had. So this is the Employee Manual Philadelphia facility. A historical city seemed a fitting location for a facility thriving on history. Located just minutes away from the famous Delaware River, the building itself was designed in 1985 by the rising architect Jean Nouvel. Nouvet, probably French. The facility houses various divisions. Lineage and Acquisition is housed next to Abstergo Medical, and both have very strong ties to historical research and the very special Animus training program. The respected Johanny Otto Berg oversees the Philadelphia facility, known to be a favorite venue for the crucial director gatherings. Of course, nothing eclipses the imposing library and archive hall, where all of Abstergo's knowledge, both physical and digital, is said to be stored under impenetrable security. Modern-day historians. Abstergo's historians have nothing in common with academic scholars you might be thinking of. They master a deep knowledge of historical tomes and an uncanny ability to successfully comb through the voluminous databases owned by Abstergo. However, they express their true talents when out in the field, retracing what forgotten stories were left behind. Assisted by cutting-edge technology, each of our historical tactical teams is composed of a technician and a medical officer. Together, they gather the knowledge told by forgotten artifacts and extinct bloodlines. They uncover tales thought obsolete and combine the wisdom of oral history with tomorrow's scientific discoveries. These see it all, find it all teams allow Abstergo and all its divisions to push back on the limits of what is known and what can be done to better future for each and every one of us. In medicine and history, nice pictures. What we know about who we are and what our purpose is in this universe will reshape the scientific breakthrough of tomorrow. Men and women have been looking at foreign galaxies and the Challenger deep for answers or shreds of evidence that could open the door to the next scientific revolution. Abstergo turned to a far more familiar phenomenon for answers. Perhaps the answer is within each and every one of us. The human genome conceals our blueprint, and perhaps it contains a lot more. Today we are exploring genetic memories, and we are already applying knowledge acquired, thus to improve our performance as an individual, but also as a global society. Tomorrow we might explore memories hidden in structures far more obscure than the human, and who knows what we'll find. Such is the task of our medical endeavors. We do not strive to heal the body through a direct cure, but rather we strive to use our understanding of chemistry and biology to change the way we lead our lives for the better. All right, ooh. That's not what I meant to go to. I apologize. That was the store. Field guide, the front page. Okay. Emergency procedures. So, managing and balancing initiative within the field. Standard procedures require both members of a tactical historical team to signal without further delay any changes occurring in an ongoing mission. Changes in deployment, operations, methodology, timing, person of interest, and or expected results need to be communicated and approved by proper channels, both through central dispatch and internal memo. For ACAHT 99 24K 2016. Unauthorized action is considered only in the face of imminent danger or facing the threat of permanently compromising an operation by losing crucial data beyond our means of historical recovery. Bah, did it again. Sorry. Field manual, standard issue material, portable Animus, sarcophagus RH08, 2 high-performance laptops, portable inverter generator of 7,000 watts, 4 by 5 gallon gas cans, subject to vary with mission, 1 thermoelectric cooler with rations, facultative for most urban setting operations at team's discretions, 1 4-wheel drive SUV, 5.7 liter V8 with 69,000 pounds of towing capacity. Equivalent will be supplied if Abstergo issue vehicles that aren't available, or if abroad with no access to Abstergo's float. 1 standard issue pharmaceutical kit complete with certified chemical set, auto injector, cannula, and defibrillator. Animus FAQ. Okay, so there's 2 pages here. How to use, how to help. How do I adjust the portable Animus settings? Don't. Under no circumstances should this equipment be tampered with. A technician must connect to the instrument using the approved procedure only. Their vital signs will then be monitored by a medical officer, either locally or remotely. According to the readings, the medic may suggest course corrections and or best use of the medical equipment made available in the standard issue pharmaceutical kit to ensure the health and safety of the Animus user. 2. What is the procedure in case of power failure? In circumstances where the portable Animus cannot be connected to a standard power supply, the generator provided in the technician equipment offers 5-day autonomy of use with the standard supply of gasoline. If at any rate shortages or failures are observed during misuse, it's the duty of the medical officer to notify the technician or to terminate Animus activities until a reliable power source can be found. The Animus includes a failsafe that prevents serious physical harm to the user. How is the portable Animus activated? Make sure the device is connected to a power source before attempting to turn it on. Boot the Animus using the on-off switch. For safety reasons, the Animus OS must run for a minimum of 60 minutes before the technician initiates the genetic memory sequencing procedure. This allows the machine's thermogel to regulate, as well as permitting the medical officer to run standard activation procedure to ensure the stability of the base readings. The technician should never initiate genetic memory sequencing prior to receiving the all-clear status from the medical officer. What is the procedure for managing Animus malfunctions? In the case of a malfunction, the medical officer triggers the injection protocol, ending the simulation in a manner that is minimally disruptive to the Animus user. After exiting the simulation, technician transfers the most recent data to secure autonomous drives before powering down the Animus. Teams may not attempt to investigate Animus malfunctions or to repair any part of the machine. If a malfunction compromises the successful completion of a mission, the technician must immediately inform Central Dispatch and send a report to the managing officer, who may recommend the mission be aborted. As per standard protocol, debrief is carried out at the team's flagship facility. The faulty devices to be returned to the Animus Project team for evaluation. Transfer of rights. Legal disclosure of intellectual property rights while in the field. Disclaimer: Abstergo Industry owns or retains rights to all intellectual property data that may stem from the activities of a member of any HTT, both on and off duty. Definitions: the term intellectual property applies to patents, patent applications, inventions, internet activity, archaeological and historical discoveries, genetic exploration, and memories, and abilities acquired as a result of the Animus bleeding effect. The term also broadly applies to medical information, DNA sequencing data, databases, registrations, and procedures of techniques discovered through use of the Animus. Unauthorized disclosure of any or all of the previously aforementioned items is strictly forbidden. It can result in the employee's termination permanently. Roles and responsibilities. Who does what in the field? Historical Research Division teams are composed of 2 Abstergo operatives. The efficiency of each team is based both on excellence of the individual skill sets and on the successful integration of these skill sets into a functional whole. The medical officer conducts genetic, chemical, composite, geological analysis of artifacts and persons of interest, ensures the health and safety of both team members, assesses personnel activities that may harm the success of the operation and project, provides chemical and pharmaceutical support to artifact person of interest as required, monitors the technician Animus readings, provides appropriate support. The technician oversees the tracking and extraction of artifact person of interest, access the Animus if required, provides necessary technical support for the operation, acts as the primary point of contact for Central Dispatch, prepares operation reports. All right. The Animus Guide. Oh boy. Front page. Introduction. DNA is more than pure genetic information. It also contains zettabytes, factual and historical data, which we now call genetic memories. The initial goal of the Animus Project was to explore those genetic memories via virtual reality. Breakthrough discoveries allow the technology to become a way for Abstergo users to actually interface with history and explore what was once thought lost forever. The Animus software is adaptive, so as the memories unfold, the program adapts subtly to render a customized experience within the framework's boundaries. The experience unravels in the user's awareness. It unlocks reflexes and skills the body was unknowingly hiding. Animus is a window to the past, a door to the future. Join us as we revisit just how this journey came to be. Where it all started. It was in Philadelphia in 1795 that Philip Physique performed the first human blood transfusion in the history of medicine. The idea of transporting blood from one body to another fascinated the distinguished surgeon, but what he found exceeded his expectations. Fearing the scientific community would not be ready for such revelations, he gave his unpublished paper to his colleague and friend Benjamin Rush. Physics knowledge was all but lost until Pauling, financed by the Rockefeller Foundation, started research in the restricted archives of the Library Company of Philadelphia and found Physics' paper that had been secretly preserved by Rush. Pauling's work on the hemoglobin structure was loosely borrowed from Physics' lost paper, paved the way to his triple and double helix discoveries. Abstergo's interest. Clinton B. Rosenberg, PhD, was hired by Abstergo to keep very close watch of Dr. Pauling's work on DNA structure. He reported his findings directly to the director of Abstergo Chemical. The relationship eventually turned sour, but the information gathered proved essential to Warren Vidick's Animus project. So what this says here is August 14th, 1952. Mr. Director, as requested, I keep you abreast of Dr. Pauling's latest findings. Please find the article slated for PNAS enclosed, which proposes a structural model for deoxyribonucleic acid. I will spare you the details, but you will find his triple helix model made of 3 intertwined strands of DNA to be highly elegant. It rivals his earlier work on protein structure. I believe Abstergo Chemicals should pay special attention to the evolution of DNA science, as it will likely unlock the very secrets of life. Please note, I am more than willing to play a more direct role to encourage Dr. Pauling's research efforts if you wish me to. In the meantime, I want to thank you for thrusting me into the business of the Foundation. I'm honored to facilitate the work of such brilliant scientists. With kind regards, Clinton B. Rosenberg, PhD. So here's the response. December of 18th, 1984. Mr. Director, I don't know if you're still part of Abstergo. Sometimes when I get lost in senior moments, I wonder if you ever exist at all. I'm so tired. I think my time here is coming to an end. We're sequencing whole genomes in a matter of weeks now. We're under phenomenal pressure to reduce delays further and ship everything to this man Vidic. We truly are nothing more than an assembly line at this point. What a waste. I am not stupid, you know. Even this old man has realized our masters are something of utmost importance hidden in the human genome. They spare no expense to provide my kids with the most advanced technology to increase productivity. Like everyone here, I've heard the most preposterous rumors about Vidic's Animus Project, that memories of someone's ancestors are encoded into one's genes, that Abstergo believes that Claptrap explains why so many millions of dollars keep pouring in here. It makes no sense. To top it off, I never found another sample with triple helix DNA. My life's obsession was for naught. So long, my friend, Clinton B. Roseberg. All right. And next we have Abstergo's early prototype. Earliest conceptions of an Animus model came from Abstergo's Chemicals and appeared in 1960 under the guise of Memoriam S2000. With very little was achieved, and the prototype never left the drawing board, although some arrangements were made with the U.S. Army to test a version of the Memoriam through Project MK Ultra. And there it is. Unlock the secrets of our past. Powered by Abstergo Industries. Alright, next we have First Explorations. 1980 was the year when Warren Vidic was finally able to say mission accomplished. First users were launched in a series of genetic memory explorations with varying results. In San Francisco, the Surrogate Initiative allowed Subject 0, Eileen Bach, to explore memories outside of the subject's own bloodline, but it turned out to be as dangerous as it was costly. And we heard those videos in Black Flag, I want to say. If it wasn't Black Flag, it was Rogue. The Animus Project focused on allowing users to explore their own genetic memories. Even though the process was painful, it was somewhat safer and showed great promise for the future. Vidic's team at the Abstergo facility of Philadelphia were able to prove this in 1983 using the latest Animus 1.09 as Subject 4's genetic memories. And this is just plans here. The golden years. More stable than ever, with greater control over the well-documented bleeding effect, the Animus 1.28 was developed in the Abstergo facility of Philadelphia in 2002. If the design has evolved over the last 10 years, the technology has remained basically the same. It's true, few subjects were able to fully experience the simulations, and those who did could only visit their own genetic memories. The work accomplished through subjects 4 through 17 and later by all participants in the Animus training program was critical for the development of Animus technology and for all of Abstergo Industries' endeavors. An Animus for all. Building on the progress made by the Animus Project teams in Philadelphia, Rome, and Madrid, Abstergo Entertainment Division introduced a revolutionary system called the Animus Omega, a game console granting anyone, anywhere, unprecedented access to a variety of pre-recorded genetic memories. Helix later introduced a similar experience through a cloud-based service, eliminating the need for a console altogether. Of course, the simulations offered to the general public are only a fraction of what can be experienced through the genuine Animus system and allow for limited user interaction, but the technology gains in popularity and global interest soars. Reaching new heights with the Airy. Based on VR research, the Animus Project teams realized that they could maximize the efficiency of the Animus and even harness the bleeding effect, where immersion and physicality are combined. Biotechnologies played a critical role in creating the epidural system used by the Airy Animus. The visceral nature of the experience drove synchronization levels to new heights, allowing for a range of genetic memory exploration never seen before. Instead of trying to contain the bleeding effect, the area unleashes it and uses the potential to blur the line between the user's reality and simulation they're engaged in. Area can only be used in a medically controlled environment. And high tech meets high mobility. The portable Animus HR8 is Abstergo's latest innovation. It channels the power of the Airy in a single compact suitcase that allows dedicated professionals to use the unit in the field. Previous operations sometimes required delicate extractions or place some genetic memories out of reach. And this is what we seem to be using. With minimal medical support, technicians can now use the system for their own explorations or safely run explorations on selected persons of interest in the comfort of their surroundings. For safety purposes, the epidural connection has been replaced by a hematological link. It sequences the information stored in the user's red blood cells. Like any intervention, the result is fast, intense, and intertwined with the user's biological functions. Just like the Airy, the simulation is not transmitted to the user's brain. It is physically rendered through the user's organs and interpreted by the brain as being real. All right, field briefing. Okay, so this is 2, Layla Hassan and Deanna Geary, level clearance 3 and up, type artifact of high interest, subject new assignment, effective date the 17th, October 20th, 2017. Historical tactical team Layla Hassan and Deanna Geary scheduled departure on October 22nd, 2017, 6:05 p.m. from PHL to HBE on flight FUS 1011 through LHR. Assignment, locate and recover artifact of high interest in the Quintara Depression. Forecasted location to upload coordinates, identified cave, grotto, hollow, geological formation. Team is to work remotely with technician on premises and medical officer stationed at fixed accommodation location. If found, the artifact is to be swiftly retrieved to take it back to the HBE. Contact John Kane in London for paperwork and travel arrangements. A fully stocked rental vehicle will be made available at Hangar 3C upon arrival at HBE. Present voucher, valid identification for release. Accommodation information will be uploaded to the vehicle's GPS. Good deal. Nothing in the Animus design for us. Bayek's notes here. It worked. I mean, the side effects suck, but my portable Animus is up and running. See what I did, Sophia? So I don't know how long I was in there, but it was long enough. But I think, what was it again? Medjai, like a cop or a sheriff. Note to self, look this up, finding a description. Bayek could be a member of this Brotherhood of Assassins, same as the other subjects that Sturgo has been studying. List of things so far. The man is just about as stubborn as I am. He's good at talking to people and fighting too. People see him as a protector and a defender. His community admires and respects him. He's a shadow when it comes to not being seen. Yeah, I guess he fits the profile in part, but I wonder, he's got the tortured soul thing down pat, hell-bent on vengeance and all that stuff. He's got his own thing going on. I feel it as though it were me, which I guess it was for a while. This is so weird. His feelings, so much anger, sadness, and hate, so much guilt. Anyways, I need more information. I remember that name coming up. I remember the flutter of Bayek's stomach when he heard it. Maybe she's the answer, but only one way to find out. Dee's gonna love this. Nothing here of the empirical truth. So we already read the intro files. So what do we have here for Alan Rickon, the Gone files? Autopsy report from the coroner's office. The coroner never had time to properly examine Rickon's body. Sturgo must have managed to get it back. Why did they want the corpse back so soon? Was there something they did not want the coroner to know? They put on quite a ceremony for the funeral, but they could have waited a few days. It's not like he was going anywhere. I went through case Fisher's files, and the guy does have a few very post-mortem reports, but nothing on Rickon. So what we have here, this is the report. West London Council, Coroner Service, the manner of death of Alan Rickon. Preliminary report conducted by Deputy Sullivan, page 204. Date of report, December 15th, 2016. Date of death, 2014, 2016. Time of death, 2129. Place of death, Holborn Hall, London. Interior, no specific location. We were not allowed inside. Marks and wounds, blade damage to trachea, horizontal incision of the neck. Victim suffered a blow to the head post-mortem, right side, possibly due to the fall of the body to the ground. Right hand shows slight ante-mortem burn patterns from unknown origins. All right. Alan Rickon, Grand Templar Hall invitation. That's the night Alan Rickon died. No one I know was invited to that assembly. Not that I would have gone anyways, too gilded for my taste, but still, what was the ceremony for, and what really happened that night? In your attendance we trust. Dr. Alan Rickon addresses the assembly, Grand Templar Hall, London, December 14th, 2016, at 9 o'clock in the evening. The channel reports on Rickon's death. The media reported Rickon's death as a gas leak accident. I was able to corroborate the operation with emergency services at the fire brigade, but the information I found on the gas pressure levels that night show that that they were pretty stable. Something doesn't add up. What is it with Abstergo's higher ups and the unfortunate accidents anyways? The channel, London Metro. Gas leak shuts down the West End London district. Emergency services are still evacuating hundreds of people after a severe gas leak was reported in Holborn this evening. The incident occurred at about 9 p.m. A 35-meter cordon has been put into place. At least one fatality was reported, a man named Alan Rickon. Email to Sophia Rickon. Sophia, I've just seen the news about your dad. Please let me know you're okay. I know you had to be there too. There's still evacuating people from the district, and honestly, that gas leak story seems like the worst cover-up I've heard in a long time. I know you told me to stop the emails, but tonight I really need to know, are you okay, Layla? All right. Isabel Ardent. Abstergo replacement memo. Abstergo took a full year to replace Isabel. Alvaro Grammatica oversaw the operations here in the meantime. Simon Hathaway was a strange choice. I always thought Rickon and Grammatica never really appreciated his work. He must be doing something right. After all, he's still here and not dead yet. So the memo says, Friends, it is with great pleasure that I announce today the nomination of Mr. Simon Hathaway as head of Abstergo Industries Historical Research Division. He will be assisted by Miss Victoria Bebo. Although almost a year has passed since Ms. Ardent's unfortunate incident, we are confident that our long search has turned up the perfect candidate to pilot the future of the division. Mr. Hathaway's presented me with some innovative hypotheses which could shake up the direction of the division. I ask you to assist him in any way possible so that we can make his vision a success for us all. Submitted by Alan Rickon, Chief Executive Officer. What was this one in the middle? Email. Isabel Ardent found something, and Grammatica went through a lot to make sure the email was destroyed. 8,000 years ago, strange architectural shapes and humanoids. What on earth is she talking about? And where is the Standish sample today? Alvaro, I hope you are sitting down. Something was extracted from the Standish sample last week. The total video we have amounts to barely 2.7 seconds at 60 FPS from a total of blank memories. But even in this obscure sample, I'm already getting butterflies. I pulled one frame from the video to show you how mangled the data is, but even at this quality, some striking details emerge. Note the blank figures, a full 20-inch taller on average than the humanoids nearby. The architecture looks like some sort of combination of Sumerian, Egyptian, and Babylonian, but the metals they are using are blank alloys. Elsewhere, we see stranger architectural shapes. These structures have no modern precedent anywhere in the world, though the memories geostamp gives us the location southwest of blank. Unfortunately, most of the geostamps in these images are confusing. Some point to a location in modern Jordan, some 80,000 years ago. Others to a few locations in blank and Ethiopia, but so far we haven't been able to nail anything down with much precision. Archive Crawler was not able to reconstruct the clustered data with integrity. And then reports on Arden's death. So we saw her in Unity? Maybe not. Maybe it was either Unity or the last one. I know Abstergo well enough to suspect that they weren't doing this out of charity, but Restoration gave historical research unprecedented access to Buckingham Palace. But that was Ardent doing. What was Ardent doing there? What was she looking for? They never told us what really happened to her, so let's face it, the official version doesn't make sense. What was so delicate that she couldn't send a team through normal channels? The Channel, London Metro, prominent scholar electrocuted at Buckingham Palace. Renowned historian Isabel Ardent met an unlikely end while conducting restoration work in one of Buckingham Palace's newly reopened rooms. Wiring dating from the first electrification of the palace through the 1880s seems to be the source of the incident. During World War II, many of the palace's 775 rooms were closed off for security reasons. Abstergo's Historical Research Division just recently offered the Crown Estate to organize and oversee the blank. All right. Olivier Garneau. So this was from Black Flag. Olivier Garneau was alive and well in Chicago in 2014, even if his disappearance was reported way back in 2013. If his money trails to believe, he was dining alone in May of 2014. Who on earth orders extra gravy? Quinkies, 480 North Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. One soup lobster chowder, one sparkling water, one chicken pot pie with country gravy, one sweet potato fries, side of mayo. Zinfandel, California. One filter coffee, warm milk on the side, one Georgia mud pie, extra whipped cream, extra cherries. I'll admit, it's hard to know what is going on in this scene. From what I can tell from the CCTV footage, the plates match Olivier Garneau's car rental. It does look like him, but, well, it's not the best angle. To say the least is all speculation, of course, because the official version is they never made it to Chicago, but I know otherwise. Desmond Miles. We recognize that name. Preliminary medical report. Found subject 17's initial medical report after the team picked him up in New York City and flew him over to Abstergo's campus in Rome. He was fit and cleared for Animus in September of 2012. Willingly collaborated in the project, and yet he was found dead 3 months later in a cave in upstate New York, apparently on the run. What happened to him? Why did he leave? So here's the report. This says... date 2012, September 3rd, subject 17. Patient has no active complaints, no active distress, no prior history, blood pressure normal, 112/78. Primary blood analysis, no significant traces of chemicals that could lead to neurological disorder, no indication that the patient would be prone to neurosis. Unlike previous subjects, patient is psychologically stable. You are cleared to proceed. Damian Saravakos. I don't recognize that name. Wanted poster. Abstergo had a thing for Damien. They went for him specifically. The team was assigned to pick up a person of interest in September 2012 in Washington Square Park. They didn't even take him back to the Philly office. They flew him directly to Warren Vidic in Rome. If that's not some serious interest, I don't know what is. Have you seen this man? Desmond Miles. Age 25, height 6 feet, weight 195 pounds. Brown eyes, brown hair. Last seen September 1st, 2012 near Washington Square Park, wearing a white hoodie and dark jeans. If you have any information, please contact us. Post-mortem report. Date May 9th, 2014. Dug these out of Case Fisher's files. Proof that Desmond Miles' DNA was found its way back to Abstergo after all. How did he die? Was up with those burns on his arm. Last emails from W. Miles to D. Miles. So this is from William to Desmond. Date August 12th, 2015. William Miles' final messages to his son Desmond. Miles Sr. was in Cairo when Abstergo found him. Looks like Section 17 busted him out of an Italian facility a few days before he died. I know you think it's dangerous for me to head to Egypt on my own. You're probably right. Wouldn't be surprised if Cross is already there. They're looking for things down left and right. We don't have a lot of options. If there's a chance to grab the last power source, we gotta take it. I promise I'll be careful. I've been fighting these bastards since before you were born, literally. They're going to be here soon. Trap me in this damn museum. Should have taken more precautions. I'm sorry, son. It wasn't fair to me to come down on you the way I did. I never asked for any of this. I should have been more understanding. I hope you can forgive me. I love you. And William Miles held captive at Abstergo. Date August 14th, 2015. Security footage from Warren Vidick's office. A few days before Subject 17's death. It's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it's William Miles. Desmond Fathers. Why did Abstergo detain him? Alright, we had a couple items in the trash. Nothing there. An email from Sophia Ricken to Layla Hassan. Subject farewell. Layla's on August 31st, 2016. Status deleted. Layla, there's no way to put this, so I'll be honest. We met years ago. I remember seeing you for the first time crossing McLaughlin Hall at Berkeley and thinking just how you would thrive in Abstergo's Young Innovators program. Then I watched you make the jump into the great unknown. But the fact is, even after all the insight you've given us, I'm still not sure I can place my trust in you to be part of the Animus Project here in Madrid. How many sanctions were added to your operation file after I asked you to respect the boundaries of your assignments? Too many, Layla, too many. You have a brilliant mind, but you are unpredictable, and I cannot afford to have a loose cannon in the lab putting the team's progress at risk. It's hard enough to handle the subjects as it is. I wish you would put your spirit to greater use, that I could give you a task and know deep down that the next morning I would find you ironing out the details and not in the lounge rearranging a highly classified piece of code on an unsecured laptop. Work hard, Layla, and forget about one day moving to the Animus Project. Focus on the challenges of the Historical Research Division. They are tailored to you. Perhaps one day, if you change your ways, I'll reach out again, just as I did at Berkeley. But until then, I ask you to respect my decision and stop contacting me. From LH to A and ZH. From Layla Hassan to Ashraf and Zinab Hassan. Date October 21st, 2017 at 2:03 a.m. Hey. Status draft not sent. Hey, Mom and Dad, it's been a while. I hope you're okay, and my overprotective brothers too. My next assignment is taking me to Egypt. I'm leaving tomorrow, and well, it made me think of you. Of course, I'm not supposed to disclose any of the mission details, but you know how bad I am with rules. Going back to Egypt, I don't know. It feels right. I wanted you to know. I'm sure it'll make you not sure it'll make you happy, but everything's falling into place. It seems. You never forgave me for dropping out of Berkeley, but in the end, I got a place at Abstergo. I got to make a name for myself, and now it's leading me back to the country of our ancestors on official business, no less, not on some backpacking pipe dream. Those were your exact words, Dad. So yeah, I thought maybe you'd like to know that. I could fly back in for a visit when I come back. We could invite Robbie and Caden and talk like adults. Well, maybe not Caden. I'm still not sure he knows how to adult. I could tell you about my trip and something else I've been working on. Not sure you'd approve, but I think I'm being on the brink of something big. And if I could just show you, you'll understand why I left Berkeley like I did. Being stubborn is the best thing you could wish on a daughter, Dad, I promise. Yeah, I killed the family phone 20 years ago, and because of it, and because of all the other appliances I might have sacrificed along the way, I can build a mean machine today. And from Layla Hassan to Rami Hassan. Date October 23rd, 2017, 1:05 p.m. Subject just do it. Draft not sent. Rami, long story short, I'm standing in the middle of Alexandria's very busy souk district, Egypt, not Virginia, Rami, and I have no time for email etiquette. I just need you to send me this picture of Mom, the one we took in Florida while we were visiting all the parks. I think I just found the perfect headscarf to replace the one she lost while we were on our trip years ago. Oh, and don't tell them where I am. It's a surprise. And we got some mail over here. Holy moly, there's so much to read. And some pictures. Some audio. And what's this? Let's look at these pictures. Riding my barking queens without training wheels. 1989. Up to no good. 1994. This is her dismantling the phone. Backstage at the Raya Victoria concert, Madison Square Gardens, 2000. Best use of the Berkeley dorm, 2004. Philadelphia. The Call of Adventure. See you later, Philly. 2011. My entry for the do-it-yourself pinball contest. Hey, I'm Layla. Ask me anything. Alright, well, it looks like we have a lot more to read still. Yeah, I know, you're beeping. Is there anything else to interact with?
Come forth by day, and I will guide you home.
Who are you talking to?
Bayek's mummy.
Real chatterbox, that one.
Interesting.
Gladstone Kittredge, Esquire. You're fucking kidding me.
Nothing I can do down there. Alright, so we're going to end this episode here, and we will continue looking at... Well, let me check out here really quick. What do we got here?
Damn it, my papers went everywhere.
Whoops, anything important?
Yeah, the notes on the Animus. Here's the blueprint for my dialysis system mod.
Could have used a bigger fluid chamber.
Could have used a bigger piece of tape over your mouth.
Whoa, so aggro.
Generator's holding up. Good job, Layla.
Can I not get up there?
Generator's holding up. Good job, Layla.
Doesn't seem like it's letting me climb at this time.
The genetic sequencer blueprint. Never got the creases out.
Yeah, it's not letting me climb up here.
Oh, found my notes on the gene sequencing code.
Are you ever gonna tell Milton that you tested it with his DNA?
No, and neither are you. There's more than one way to donate your body to science.
I'm just checking for notes and stuff since there was that one in there. Jeez, how far out here can you go?
I shouldn't get too far from the cave.
I'm not seeing anything else out here at the moment. The only thing we can't get is this one because it won't let me up here. The only way I could think to get up there would be to somehow use this area up here. But it doesn't seem to work, and I can't reach it from down here. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Alright, so we're going to end this episode here, and then we will be back tomorrow to finish reading stuff on this laptop. So until then, we'll see you next time.